Welcome, YouTube. Mother Trucker's Paradise is filmed in front of a live studio audience. This is just a little update. I've been having APU problems. I recently replaced the motherboard. I foolishly paid to have the APU serviced. Got a lot of stuff done. All the belts, everything. Been having trouble with my APU starting or keeping started. I keep checking the main fuse. And it's not a fuse problem. It's a fuse problem. There's something wrong with the fuse holder. Something wrong. I put dielectric grease in it. And I can go out there and I can pull the fuse out and put it back in and it'll start up. So it's got to be some type of contamination problem. But other than that, that was pretty much it. But I've been wanting to make some videos about things for a while, and I'll just put it this way. I left a place I called home. I live with a woman and her 2 children. 2 dogs, 5 cats, 2 birds, and a rat. I left there in 2015, January 2015, and I've been on the road pretty much ever since. For the first year and a half, I was company driving. I was a company driver for 4 years, and then I quit. But we'll get to that in a minute. I was paying half the mortgage in a place I hardly ever saw, in a loveless relationship, and it just wasn't working. So I just stopped going home. I stopped sending money home about probably a year later. It was for the kids, basically. If it was just a woman, I wouldn't have cared. Kept driving about 4 years. And then in 2018, I quit trucking to go back to making balloon animals. I really like doing that. Trucking's enjoyable. I make better money making balloon animals, at least as compared to company driver. If I had steady gigs in an RV with a car behind it, and I had steady gigs doing festivals, maybe I might do better doing that. Probably most definitely than I would if I were just an owner operator. So I had a series of unfortunate events. Somebody attempted to steal my vehicle. It took me a month to scrap out the old vehicle that was almost stolen. And then it cost me almost all the money it took getting back and forth with my new vehicle, which was also a step van, driving 38 miles back and forth every day. Scrapping that unit out, and then eating out while I was away from home. Went to Chicago, and then the balloon market wasn't what it used to be. Of course, didn't have my buddy Joe working with me. He moved to California, where this video is being shot right now. So he was a good support. We worked very well together. We always make more money working together than we ever did individually. I don't know. Before we ever teamed up officially, we were like working together because we were always constantly cutting each other's throats. So we figured it'd be better just to keep an eye on each other, and then we formed a partnership. Probably making about, in peak seasons, like $800 to $1,200 a day, working from noon to the city's mandated cutoff at 8 p.m. weekdays, 10 p.m. weekends. But we found ways to go past that a lot of times. We just knew when the cops came through and did their sweeps or whatever. Highly unconstitutional. My constitutional rights don't have a time limit. Making balloons is First Amendment protected activity. So, was living in a New Step van, which was new to me. It's a 2000 model, 1999 Freightliner MT45, 5.7 Cummins, 4-speed Allison automatic transmission, which was an upgrade from my 3-speed I had before. I don't count the one I scrapped out. That had a 5-speed manual and a 6-to-1 gear ratio. 50 miles per hour meant 4,000 RPMs. My previous one before that was I owned in 2011. I had an ice cream truck business. I had 3-speed behind a V6 5.2 Chevrolet engine, and 3-speed automatic. It got like 10 miles per gallon at best at road speeds. Plus the gear ratio was, I don't know what the gear ratio was. So then I was camping out in that thing. I had an air conditioner hooked to an inverter, and going to truck stops for showers and whatnot. And I don't know, maybe I wasn't doing good. Maybe my enthusiasm levels weren't good. Maybe I burnt the town out. I went to the same town. Well, when did we go? Me and Joe first started going to Naperville in 2013, because that's when I met Catherine. So I think I might have burnt that town out. I was really tremendously price gouging. $700 days weren't uncommon. Usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday work Chicago for, give that town a break. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, more often not just Wednesday, Thursday in Chicago, Michigan Avenue. Or sometimes I'd switch it up and give Naperville a totally weekend break and go to Chicago for the weekend. I mean, in 2018, I was barely doing like $150 to $300 a day, and my expenses were high. I was eating out at restaurants 3 meals a day. Average check was about, Naperville's expensive. Breakfast check, steak and eggs, was with coffee and tip usually about $40. Yeah, so I was not doing too good. So then, in 2018, the fall of 2018, I made a phone call, and 3 days later, I was at Schneider's Charlotte terminal, and I went back to work as a company driver. And after a while, I just made the plan that, if I'm going to be doing this for a while, not making balloon animals, I might as well go for being an owner-operator. And approximately a year and a half later, I bought this fabulous Freightliner I'm sitting in right now. And I got bank financing through a series of very fortunate events, and my truck payments are $1,650 a month, not $1,400 a week like I would have been if I would have. Oh God, that would have been such a horrible disaster. I would not be able to be running the spot market like I am right now. if I had not been able to get proper financing. SFI is the worst deal ever. Any type of lease like that, where you're leasing from the place you work at, no, not a good deal. So basically, almost 6 years later, here I am. And I'm still not moving furniture like I planned to do in 2008 when I went to Charlotte Schneider Charlotte Terminal for truck driving school. No, I'm not even sure I really am. I like furniture moving for the money. I also love the exercise, and I have other plans, and I'm not sure how much 6 months of furniture moving would do me any good, other than getting a furniture moving trade out a deal and lots of money to move on to the tiny dog circus. But I know I don't want to haul a box, and I know I don't want to drive a truck, because driving a truck is not where the money's at. The money's at what happens to the commodity at either side of the trip. Driving the truck is just extra money to use to purchase items to sell at the other end of the journeys, such as going down to Louisiana buying shrimp at $2 a pound, driving it up to, I don't know, Memphis, Tennessee, and selling it $2 cheaper a pound than the grocery store, just a half block over, and making like $320,000 a load, not five. And just, hedging my bets by able to pay myself to do the load. Anyways, yeah, I do digress. Do the right thing, okay? Thanks. And don't forget, Mother Trucker's Paradise is filmed before a live studio audience.